Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
On the ground, it's Hankerson. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Orji. Throws to the tight end. And the ball is picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They'll run it to the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
And to use that big, powerful, stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards. And now on second down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Barnes. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jeff. He lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Orji. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it on the outside. It's Hankerson.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sharp. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Barnes. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Soft spot in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Firing to the right, complete. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gibson. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. This time he's got his man.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner!
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Scanning the field, it's Orji. Throws for the tight end and wings it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback adapting. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Morris. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Hankerson. Smashes ahead. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game. but take a look at this. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over ULM. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Still on his feet at the 45. Open runway ahead. The 10. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man, it's Orji. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Dances away from the heat. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Gets it out quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking for a man. It's Orji. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unleashes one deep. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for room, it's Barnes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll leave it with him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Arnold. Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was tough.
Running toward the tape. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Defense playing a bail technique. Back to pass, it's Arnold. They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
He'll heave it deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves at
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll run it. It's Hankerson. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll run play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Catch in the middle. It's Cleescourt. The Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Dropping back, it's Orji. Looking for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. At the 45 on his way. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Old Dominion. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Bounced off his feet. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Orji. It's complete. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Why anyone with any understanding of football or the capabilities of the human body as it pertains to kicking a football would try a field goal from there, I don't know. But the offense will take advantage of the, let's say, benevolence.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on second down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last two plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 15, here comes a return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Movement here from the tight end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Offense getting set for 1st down. The give out of the gun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. As they get set. I'm winding down here in the quarter. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Working that left side now. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snares it outside. It's Anderson. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After that last completion, it's second down. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Hit as he throws. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late, you know it's passion. You're pinning.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Today, a battle in the Great Lakes State, and from the Yoopers to those in the Mitten, all Michiganders will be focused on this showdown. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Chippewas will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active and a weapon.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the move, it's Hall. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Central Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. He's got it again. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Chippewas headed quickly to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the back. Fakes his man out. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. After run, now throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Labus. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Orji. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Chippewas racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Chippewas are marching down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Back to throw, it's Labus. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their use. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, looking to throw. Caught on the outside, it's Hankerson. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Wide out in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Turns it on at midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They move the tight end all over. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college...
Touchdown, Michigan! made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Chippewas want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Lavis. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
The Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. And the Chippewas in the hurry up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll go to Garcia. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Chippewas decide to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And there he goes. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Wolverines! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance.
And the quarterback is snowed under. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The give to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Chippewas will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, it's Morgan. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it! Touchdown, Michigan! And once he got loose, it was all over. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the left side. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give is to Garcia. The Chippewas are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Hands it off. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Chippewas send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Orji. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires and picked off. Touchdown, Chippewas! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense working from the pistol. They go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They're facing a 3rd down. To the air, it's Orji. Looking to buy time. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Give to the single back. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. The Wolverines are flying down the field.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. using his legs to buy some time. Got it behind the line. It's Hankerson. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Give to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They give it to him again. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. The Chippewas want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wolverines. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 9 to USC. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Labus. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Quarterback gets past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Chippewas are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Kelly. Oh, what a move to get room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's on target and complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Chippewas have moved it inside the 20. Keeps it on the bootleg. He's got it on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Chips.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he tacks on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 28. Takes the handoff. It's Hankerson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They want that clock to run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. To the air, it's Orji. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're setting up the screen.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. And here comes the Michigan. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.